Okay, All Nightmare Long, drop D tuning. Okay, just the E string down to the D, and everything else would be E standard, so that's what we call drop D tuning. What you're going to want to do, you're going to start on the clean channel, and you're going to start playing the opening riff. Okay, now all he's doing there is open 6th string with your first finger. It's very important, the fingering here. So you want to put your first finger on the 5th fret on the 5th and 4th strings and just pick those two like that. I alternate pick this intro. And then what he does there on the 4th string, he goes up to the 6th fret and then back to the 5th fret. Okay? And then from there, you're going to use your ring finger and put your ring finger to bar across the 5th fret. And then it's that open 6th string, 5-5 on the 5th and 4th strings, but with your ring finger. So that way your pointer finger can get down to the 3rd fret on the 6th string and do that little shaky 3rd fret there, 3rd fret note. And then open 6th string, and then you're going to do the pointer on the 5th fret, middle finger on the 5th fret, 4th string, and middle finger on the 6th fret, 5th string. So it's... Okay, so that's open 5, 6 on the 4th. So open 6th string, 4th string, 5th fret, 5th fret, or 5th string, 6th fret. So that's how the intro goes. I'll just play it one more time real slowly because that's probably the most boring part of the song. Oh yeah. Okay, just repeats, and then you're going to hear the guitars starting to come in, the, well, distorted guitars. Okay, what he's doing there is he's just doing the open chord, the open 6th string and 5th strings, and then he's palm muting. Yeah, he's palm muting in between, so it's... So that's 6th fret to 5th fret, bar chords on the 5th string and the 6th string, 5th string and 6th string. So it's 6, 5, and then palm mute the open 5th and 6th strings. That's the beauty of drop D. Okay, the 3rd time around he just does 3 chugs on the downstroke. Sorry, more like that. And then from there, it's going to start coming in where he's not palm muting anymore. He's just doing this. So those are just open 5th and 6th string chords. And he does that twice. Then he goes. And then the intro stops right there. So it's 6-5, open, 6-5, and then it ends on 6-5 on the 5th note, 5th fret. So that's how you play the open. I'll just do it real quick. And then so if you couldn't tell what I was doing there, all I was doing was open 6th string, just speed picking that. Don't go too fast. It's very controlled when he picks Hetfield, so just try and follow his pattern. You know, if you don't know the song Whiplash, for example, you should probably learn that before you learn this, because that's a really good lesson in controlled speed picking. And if you notice in the song, he kind of runs his finger down the string to get the harmonics. So you could do that before leading into one of the best riffs of the song. So what he's doing there, after he's speed picking, he just does the, and what he's doing is he's going middle finger to first finger, second fret to first fret on the 6th string, and then down picking the open. Okay, and then it leads into the full riff there. So it's important that you downpick all that, and it may be taxing on your hand, but like I said, if you warm up with songs like Whiplash and learn other Metallica songs, you'll find this one isn't really that tough. So after he's doing the partial riff, he starts hitting that first fret chord. So then he starts hitting that first fret power chord, where you're just barring the 5th and 6th strings on the first fret. And then he's doing 1, 2, 3 on the 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd fret, and then he's going 2, 1 open on the. This is all on the 6th string, just like that. Okay, so that's that main riff. Then from there you hear him go 1, 2, and then he does that little transition riff where you're just barring the 3rd fret, and then in between you're doing the open strings. So remember, these are all the 5th and 6th string chords. The beauty of drop D tuning, you just have to bar the chord, the power chords, as opposed to playing like that. So you play the 3rd fret power chord, and then palm mute in between the open 5th and 6th strings, and then to the 5th fret with your ring finger. And you do that twice. Okay, so that's how he does that transition. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, so that main riff there, which is what we all enjoy so much, is it's very simple, but there's a little trick to it. So what he does there is he plays the 5th, which is the octave, the 5th fret on the 5th string, along with that open 6th string. So that's how he gets that. So you're going to hit it once, and then hit it again, and then you're going to bar the 3rd fret chords. And you maybe do a little bend, like, and then you're just speed picking the open 6th string in between. And then that little riff is 5th. These are real power chords now. You're on the 5th string. 5th string, 5th fret. And then you're hitting each chord twice. 5th fret, 3rd fret, 8th fret. Okay, so that's the main riff. That's what gets everybody's attention in the song. And then from there he's going to do that. Okay, and that's just a little tricky fill that he does, and it's actually pretty cool. So what you're going to do that is you're going to do the open 5th string power chord to the 1st fret power chord. And then you're going 4th fret to 5th fret, so it's open, 1, 4, 5, and then start galloping on the 8th fret of the 5th string. And then go to the 10th fret. And then back to this. Okay, so I'm just going to play that transition again real slowly, and here's how it goes. Again, you're galloping on the 8th fret. When you get to the 10th fret, just, you know, I think he hits it like 8 times, but it's just like a speed pick there. All right, and you're only hitting the one note. That's it. You're not doing the chord there. So from there, he's going to go back into the main riff. So it's going to go. So from there, he's just doing what he's going to repeat throughout the song, which is, he's just kind of, again, a little speed pick there on the 8th fret, on the 5th string, and then end on the power chord of the 8th fret, okay? Now from there, he's going to go, it's kind of like this dive down into the verse. And where that starts is, it's going to start on the 9th fret on the 4th string. And your picking is very important here because it's got to be, you know, accurate. Okay, so you start on the 9th fret on the 4th string. You're going to go down to the 8th fret, 5th string, 7th fret, 5th string. And then to the 5th fret, 5th string. To the 2nd fret, 5th string. To the 3rd fret, 6th string, 2nd fret, 6th string. Okay, here it is real slowly. All right, and that little fill there, he's doing 5th fret, sorry, 5th string, 2nd fret, 2, 3, this is palm muted, 2, 3, 5 on the 5th string, then, not open, but unpalm muted, 2nd fret, 4th string, and then right back down from that 2nd fret, 4th string, you're going to go 5th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. And then when you hit the 2nd fret, you're just going to do a hammer-on pull-off to the 3rd fret. That's it. And that's all down-picked. Because you got to keep up that speed picking, so. And what he does is he kind of repeats that. So it's going to come down from the 9th fret. Again, that's the 2nd fret on the 6th string. Now, after he does it the 2nd time, Hetfield's going to start singing, and that's where you're just gonna keep up that picking, just at that exact rate. And it's going to start on the 2nd fret, 5th string. Then it goes to the 3rd fret, 6th string, back to the 2nd fret, 5th string, then to the 2nd fret, 6th string. So it's going to go. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so. Okay, and then from there you're going to hear the full chords are going to come in, and that second fret chord on the fifth string. Then you're going to bar the fifth and sixth strings on the second fret to the third fret. Okay, and he does that 4 times, just like I did. And then he goes, hallucination, and the riff under there, he's gonna do. And what that is I'm barring the fifth and sixth strings again in the chord on the second fret. And I'm down picking that chord, palm muted, 5 times. And then I'm going 3 times on the open fifth and sixth strings. And then the riff I've already showed you. That's what comes in. And then it's going to go back to like that main heavy riff. And all those parts you already learned. So that's how the verse goes, and then right into the chorus. And this is the chorus riff. Alright, it's very easy, just one little trick to it. So you start on the 5th fret, do the full power chord where your 5th fret pointer finger and then your pinky and your ring finger are on the 7th frets of the 3rd and 4th strings. Stupid phone. Sorry about that. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit that chord with the open 6th string every, you know, kind of just flowing behind it. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, so what happens there is when you hit that chord, you're gonna let the open 6th string kind of run, and then you're gonna just quickly palm mute it before you hit these next batch of chords. Hit the open 6th string, and just with that first chord, so like this. But then when you go down from the 8th fret power chord there on the 5th string, that's what I forgot to tell you, you're going to go down to the 7th fret and the 5th fret power chords, but don't keep hitting that open 6th string. You've already hit it once on when you hit that 8th fret one. So it's going to go like this. And those last 3 chords there are 3rd fret power chord. Oops. And then instead of doing the 2nd fret power chord, leave your pinky there on the 5th fret on the 4th string. So you get that chord there, which is like just a stretch power chord. And then you're going to do the open A, the open 5th string power chord to end it. So it's going to go. Okay? And you notice in between that chord of the 3rd and the 2nd fret one, I'm hitting that real quickly palm muted 6th string open. Just like that. Okay? Again, these are all these parts are played downstrokes, okay? Okay, so you don't, again, just remember, don't keep hitting that open 6th string the whole time, because it's going to sound like this. You want it to sound like this. You know, you just want it kind of going in the background. Okay, so from there, he's going to say, your luck runs out, and that is on the 1st fret power chord there, barring the 5th and 6th string. So it's going to go. And he hits that 3 times. And then guess what? Back to the riff I've already shown you. Okay? The song then literally verbatim repeats the second verse, everything I've already shown you, 100%. The second verse is exactly the same from that point on. And he goes then into the second chorus. Again, same exact thing. And that's where I'm going to stop this lesson and pick up the second, basically the second half of the song, which gets a hell of a lot more metal in part 2 to this one. Alright, so good luck with that. See ya.